now on Instagram.
Shout out to Ruthless True.
Go right ahead. Little Durk.
Now with some breaking news. Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a murder for hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Dirk Bank, and he is from Chicago. This is his mugshot from Florida, where he was arrested last night and is being held without bond. This comes only hours after 5 people associated with his music business were also accused in taking part in that murder for hire plot. Now, the plot targeted rapper Quando Rondo's cousin, who was killed in 2022. Investigators believe it was retaliation for the earlier murder of Chicago rapper King Von.
A popular rap artist is behind bars.
Why, Durk?
Yeah, man. So they U.S. Marshals, that's a Fed. So they did their due diligence and they got him, Hakeem. So man, what's your take, man?
I like that. Thank you. So I've been following this for quite some time, since the inception of it. I'll be very quick and brief. A lot of y'all remember when King Von had his untimely passing in Georgia at the Hookah Lounge, which was carried out by Lil Tim. And even there, some says that some of the pew pew didn't even hit King Von. It was allegedly the police that rained down a bunch of bullets from over there that kind of hit everybody. That could have been it, but it's just speculation. But now, fast forward, a lot of the fans have been taunting Durk and said, "When you gonna slide for Von? Slide for Von." Fast forward, Quando Rondo goes to California with Lil Pat. They had been following him. Somebody made the call and said he at the hotel. They couldn't get him the first time, so they caught him the second time and followed him to the gas station. Some of the guys was in an alley raining bullets down. Quando Rondo was sitting in the back seat. He was not driving. Little Pat was driving. Because, if you're famous and you got money, you make your homeboy driving. He's the muscle. So now, come to find out years later, 2 years passed, we thought everything was cooked. Come to find out that these idiots use OTF credit cards. A lot of these guys are OTF affiliates. OTF Dede, another OTF affiliate. So now the feds, if you know, will let you carry on for as long as you want. When they come get you, they got something.
Right.
When they come get you, they got something. They're not playing. And as they're doing this, as they're doing, I don't feel sorry for none of them, because you want to know why? The mothers, the kids, the wives suffer in this gang war and this silly conversation with drill music and constant people get here. I do not feel sympathized. I don't consider these people black. They're not black people. Black people don't put out orchestrated hits where somebody mama is crying every day, damn near can't sleep. I'll never do that. So when I seen he got locked up and stuff like that, I say, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. We got a criminal off the street. If you really doing a unalive for hire, we don't need you here. We do not need you here. And that's all I'm gonna say on it.
No, but the problem is with the Little Durk situation, like you see, like he had a promising future. He do a lot of stuff in the community, especially when it came to the aspect of O Block. Remember, he brought Pearl back with Hakeem. He brought Pearl back over there for the Muslim community over there in O Block. Did you forget about that?
No, brother, I didn't forget about that. But that's later. Go listen to all his music. He was still dissing the dead.
But I understand, but that was back. But his whole lifestyle changed. Remember, he even did a song with J. Cole when you were like, All My Life, which is a really popular music that a lot of people listen to for inspiration. I think he was going in the right direction. I think at some point, these guys that end up in the industry and you see that your life is promising, you got to get out of there. Prime time. Look at Chief Keef, Hakeem. What about him? He not into no murder for hire type of situation. And you see what he's doing. He left the gang members. He left the streets. He's like, you know what? Forget all that. To me, I'm being honest. I know a lot. I know his lawyer team is gonna fight hard for him. because like I said, he generates revenue, so they're not going to let him spend his rest of his life in prison. Now his other posses, they could care less about, but him, they see him as a gold mine. I think it's just, bro, it's just crazy. When I found out, I was like really, really shocked by the whole situation. He was the last person I would ever think of being charged for murder for hire. Go right ahead, Jordan.
To me, this is pretty straight simple. This is for some black people. You can move out the hood, but for some black people, you can't take the hood out of the dude. And some of these rappers, they feel like they can move out the hood, but the thing is, they still have the mindset of living in the hood. And the thing is, and to me, Lil Durk fall into that story. When you said that news, Ronnie, I was surprised. I was like, wow. Murder for hire for Cromwell Rondo, they finally got, caught somebody that that killed his cousin and everything. Because I remember that story yesterday. I remember that when his cousin got killed, it went all over the news here in Los Angeles because they have it right off of the gas station between off of La Cienega and Beverly, which is right across the street from the Beverly Center. I know exactly where that location is at. And that was big. And now 2 years later, we found out, hey, Lil Durk has something to do with it and everything. And yeah, I was surprised. I was very, very surprised. But with the U.S. Marshals, the feds, when they do their due diligence, they gonna take you down. And likely it looks like Lil Durk, he was trying to flee the country and say he had put the tickets to Switzerland, Dubai, and I think Finland. I think it was the third one. But yeah, Switzerland and Dubai, he was gonna flee the country today. But the U.S. Marshals, they caught him before he was gonna leave the country. So because I figured Lil Durk knew something was up and everything, but when he was trying to flee, he was too late, and the U.S. Marshals caught him. And so, but yeah, Hakeem, I was just playing Ronnie about how you can leave the hood, how the hood dude can leave the hood, but the hood mindset stays there. He said you can't take the out of the ghetto, but you can't.
That pretty much that what Jordan just said. Not only that, but why I say he was trying to buy O Block. Yeah. I'm saying he was trying to do great within his community, Lil Durk, at the King Von, expiration date. So I'm saying, okay, cool. And then not only that, but Hakeem, Rufus should say, what are you talking about? He said that on Instagram.
He said, who we talking about?
He said, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Listen, you can't destroy the neighborhood, then try to rebuild it. It's an oxymoron. Yes, I'm talking about Ruthless. A lot of these are domestic terrorists, Ruthless. Domestic terrorists. We flood the block with drugs. We shoot up the neighborhoods. We make the grandmothers scared to come to school. Then we diss the dead on the records. Then we say we're going to clean it up. And the people who's out here freedom fighting, trying to make sure the hood is okay, it's an oxymoron. It's a degenerate behavior. I do not feel sorry for anybody who engaged in domestic terrorism in my local neighborhoods, in my local barbershops, in my local thing. I want y'all to go to prison. Chain Gang, Shoe Program, Pelican Bay. Y'all need to go there. I'm not shooting blocks up. We trying to take care of the neighborhood. So if you are locked up for M for hire, we don't need you. We can't save every person of African descent.
Hey, I got a little more information. So during that 2 years, the feds had wiretaps on them. They have Durk making threats to delete others who may testify against him. And right now, likely if he come to these charges, it's either he would do life in prison or the death penalty.
No, they going for life. They rarely get people the death penalty. You gotta do something very gruesome to get the death penalty.
That's like a double mass shoot or something like that.
No, but even then, with people that do mass shoot, don't even get the death penalty half of the time. So it's like that's why you gotta do something very, very outrageous for them to get the death penalty. Now, Ruthless Shoe said over here, he said, America was built on blood. So Ruthless is going in on Instagram because Instagram, you can do different on Instagram than you can do on YouTube. But yeah, but it's just sad to see because to me, Lil Durk had a promising future. To me, I think he was going in a different direction. But like you say, sometimes that hood mentality just don't leave. But hopefully that he didn't do murder for hire, that he'll be okay. But I know Whack 100 was talking about it with DJ Academic, I think, last night when the news actually broke. Because I found out when I was like really scrolling through the internet and I saw it on Twitter. I'm like, what's going on with Durk? And they said murder, murder for hire. And I was like, oh man, I cannot say you can do up to 40 years in prison.
Yeah.
Your life is done. You'll
It's
never see a
over.
life a day. Yeah. If it's true, if he get convicted, he will never see a life a day. And I heard not only that, but they also saying people actually snitching on him and calling him the one that hire everybody. His own people's going against him. Not a good look for Durk at all. At all. So guys, not only that, but let us know what you think in the comments as well. What y'all think with the Lil Durk situation. Those are watching on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch. Let us know. Let us know what you think on the whole situation when it comes to Lil Durk. But it's just a sad situation. But the story's gonna continue to develop. Like you see, Jordan say, like more news is coming out. So hopefully by Monday when we go live again, we'll have more information on that aspect of Lil Durk. But I think it was just very, very major news when it comes to the aspect of hip hop. Because, and like I said, that song what he did with J Cole, I don't even know, like, I think that song about to get ready to go platinum, or it's probably already platinum already. Just that song alone. Thrown away by one stupid decision. You gotta hang with the people. Hakeem, at some point, you still gotta hang with your whole friends on the block.
Nah. If they're negative, you got to stay away from them. You got to be around positive people. Do you see me hang with anybody I grew up with?
No.
Okay.
Well, except Mr. Muhammad.
No. Muhammad is the brother who saved me. He introduced me to Islam. But I'm talking about the guys from Miami. A lot of them I'm still are in contact with. But, we're all living different paths. You know what I mean?
Something to really think about.
Think about, yeah. Don't Don't hurt the neighborhood. Nah, this ain't good. But like Hakeem say, it's time to clean up. It is time to clean up. Oh wow, why high you off the chain? He say free Durk and Diddy, double D's.
And I think not only that, but I think he was getting ready to go on tour, if I believe so.
No, his album about to come out next month too.
Mm-hmm.
And his album come out next month.
Yep.
So good point, Jordan. Like I'm saying, he had a very promising future. Hey, Hakeem, let's be honest here. He's not built for prison.
No.
Durk is only 5'7", 151 pounds. He's not. Like Rufus was in the building. Well, he in the building. He's on Instagram, but he'll tell you not everybody built for prison. I'm telling you, that's a whole different life. And with him, they're not gonna put him in the celebrity custody. They're gonna put him with the ruthless people.
That's true.
So, best of luck to you, Durk. Cause now he playing with the feds. We talk about that all the time.
90%. Listen, 90% conviction rate.
90%. Woo! Not a game, guys. Leave these fed people alone. Go ahead, Jordan. Let's
continue. Let's on to the next topic. So we got another big juicy topic story for you, and we're gonna talk about Steve Harvey. So after almost 10 months since that big super viral for Plug Shay Shay Cat Williams came out, Steve Harvey was on the table with the other kings of comedy on DL who says Ring Entertainer, and now he's clapping back at Cat Williams about what Cat Williams said about Steve Harvey, and now Steve Harvey's probably coming out and he have his choice of words to talk about. He said Cat Williams' names, but we all know what he was talking about. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up. I'm changing back.
To do wall, man. I'm climbing.
Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, baby, and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Cat Williams in there.
I don't know, Cat. We might not let you drink anymore the way I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not. You mean to tell me if Steve Harvey, your favorite comedian, you mean you've been waiting for him to do stand-up for 15 years now? He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Cat Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Cat Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. Then you...
That was a whole nother situation.
He was.
So yeah, so Steve Harvey finally clapped back and everything, and he did make a good point about always gonna have haters, and but like I said, Hollywood's different. How Hollywood see people in a different eye. Some people see in